in this second heat of round 3. A quarterfinal place up for grabs. Tyler Wright's never cracked the quarters here in Fiji. Maybe this will be the year. Lakey Peterson sure hopes not. She's going to try and overcome Tyler here, along with Sage Erickson. Sage performing very well in the first round, the only surfer in this heat to make the jump past the second round. And we'll be picking Rosie's brain as we break this heat down. Getting started nice and early, Lakey Peterson. Some glimpses of brilliance in the first round, fought her way through the second round.
Close between herself and Silvana, the lead flip-flopping a couple times.
Boom, Sage Erickson on the first turn. Surfing with so much more confidence in 2017.
She is so impressive.
And a very strong finish there. We've always talked about how strong her backhand is.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've seen it looking this sharp. This
is, you know, that hard work just paying off. I think the ladies have been aware of the surfing that they've been doing and their competitors have been doing and trying to elevate their level. I think Sage has done that so beautifully. Every time she stands up, it's just looking so tack sharp. But this backhand, you know, almost a bit of a misstep there on that first bottom turn, but then just swings like a pendulum up into that lip, even finds this connection. I mean, just holding on and looking for this connect on the inside when it's getting so shallow. It just shows that she is not worried about the consequences.
You know, I don't think she's one of the just naturally gifted big wave surfers on the championship tour. Not that the conditions are big, but it's still treacherous out there on the inside, and she just absolutely blitzed the end section on that last ride. She got an 8.33 for that opening wave, and I just think she's worked hard to change her competitive attitude. Well, they're from the same zone, as is Lakey Peterson. Sage and Lakey do a lot of heat drills together, and here's Lakey digging in. Just a nice turn there, but not much doing down the line.
Liken Luke's presence to chamomile tea, just the calming effect that he can have.
Here we go, Tyler Wright up on her first wave. Smooth first turn. Kind of had to adjust on that second maneuver. Met the lip as it was making its way down. A nice float. Let's see what kind of finish she can put on this ride. Just banks off the end section. Don't think it'll be up there with Sage Erickson's 8.33.
Goes to that, she almost gets too far out on the face. We're going to have a look. You can see her finding some edge. That bottom turn right there. That's a great hook in the pocket, but that's where she, you know, can possibly get a bit more vertical on that turn. That second turn was well placed. Gets her around this section. But this over here, she could just get just that little bit deeper in the pocket and throw it up. I think that's where the girls are bringing their boards back into the white water and waiting that beat to throw it back up. But I think that was well placed just because it found her in front of this section. I think it would have been easy to get hung up and not find this inside section had she gone too vertical.
She'll look to do what Bianca Bacondar couldn't do in the second round, and that's find a good backup to go with her excellent score. She's got to watch out for Tyler, who's working this one over on the inside. Oh, a very risky float on the inside. She was lucky there was that little surge of water moving over the shallow reef. She was able to plant that float.
Yeah, and I think on that wave, it's where your point comes into play about that upper body, where you just swing it up and it gives you that pivot and the momentum to work with.
And she's going to make sure she uses it well in her quest to get rid of a 5.23. Tyler Wright on the inside there. Having a look at that one. That wave shutting down on the inside.
Good choice to eject on that closeout section. Let's just get another eyeball on this one. Pops down. See that wave closing out. Maybe a bit of opportunity for a backhand barrel. We haven't seen too many people make the barrels here today.
And a tough heat. Bethany Hamilton was on fire. She did one turn that really got a 5 alone for the one turn. That was great. Courtney Conlog, always tough. It looked like it was tight for a while there, but when you dropped that 7.5, which could have even been higher the way you surfed it, you ripped that one. Looked like you really, that's when you sort of took the heat.
Thanks, yeah. Yeah, that 7 obviously put me a bit further at the top, but yeah, that's where, like, Courtney was paddling on it, and then I think she was getting closed out, so that's why but I paddled on the small one right before, so I was like a little bit late, but I was like, okay, just take your chance. And
throw back to the heat in the lineup. Sage Erickson waited a long time for this wave. Good use of priority.
Oh man, I'm just going to put it out there, but Sage is looking sharp. I think, wow, that backhand approach, we've been chatting about it, but it just keeps getting better and better. That last maneuver right there, just laying it all on the line, still finds the inside connection and juices this one all the way through. So I don't know, Sage in this contest, she can be a real threat.
Less than a minute to go now. Sage Erickson has increased her lead, a 6.73 on the last wave. Tyler Wright now needs an 8.39. Lakey Peterson's after a 9.56. We've seen Sage get herself into quarterfinals before, but generally she has to do it the long road through the second round, through the fourth round. This could be a rare opportunity to jump straight from first to third and from third into the quarters. Lakey Peterson up, chasing a 9.56 here. It's a medium-sized wall, absolutely blitzing it, but I don't think it's going to match the numbers that Sage has put up. Not a lot of time left. This one coming to an end. The hooter sounding. And we'll check out Lakey Peterson's last ride again.
Yeah, let's get a grip on what Lakey did on her last wave, searching for that 9.56. Strong backhand maneuvers. She would have liked to get a bit more flair of the tail. She's also got that strong backhand approach, so see that's something she's been working on with Mike Parsons, her coach.
But this one has come to a close with Sage Erickson earning herself a quarterfinal spot. We're going to take a quick break. A big heat coming your way next. Steph Gilmore, Carissa Moore and Keely Andrew will bring in Kaipo and Potts for the call.